Welcome back. This is the final video of our day. In this video, we will try to connect to a database with help of PHP. This allows us to execute the commands that we learned yesterday using PHP. You may ask why we need PHP to execute those commands. The reason for this is to automate the data handling. Suppose a user tried to log into your website using their username and password. You need to automate this work for checking whether the detail entered match with the details in the database. Let's recall something that we saw in the beginning. Let's take a look at the database entries that we made. Our table has 3 columns: RNO for register number, username, password, which we have created in the beginning. Before trying to execute SQL queries with PHP, you need to establish a connection between the database and your PHP code on the server. Let's discuss how we can do that. First, let's declare a variable db server name, and the server name is localhost. Next, username db username equal to root, db password is empty. You can set the username and password that you set. If you don't remember setting username or password, just use the credentials. That's the default one. And finally, we have to give the database that we want to connect. Our database name is school, db name equal to school. Once you have all these details, it's time to connect to the database. We can do this with the help of mysqli_connect statement. Let's do it now. $conn equal to mysqli_connect. The object that it returns is stored in that conn variable, and it will be used to execute the queries in future. We have to give the parameters inside the brackets, that is our server name, username, database password, and database name. We are now set to start executing queries. Let's see an example to select all the data from the table. For this, let's use select star statement. SQL equal to select star from our table name. Our table name is users, so users. $result equal to, the syntax for executing a query is mysqli_query. Inside this, we have to give 2 parameters. First one is our connection variable $conn, comma, our query. We are trying to retrieve all the data from it, and result is stored in a result variable. The result will be stored as multi-dimensional array. One of the way to accessing each row of the result is using while loop. While $row equal to mysqli fetch a soak of result. Inside the loop, print the variable row, print underscore r of row. We can use br for line break. Let's execute the file. In this way, you can retrieve each data from the table. The exact data are retrieved from the table with column names. Now, what if we wanted to insert the data into the table? Let's see an example. First, let's give what data should be entered into database. The username and password. Uname equal to John Doe. And password equal to pass. We can do it with the help of insert into query. SQL equal to, within double quotes, insert into users, that's our table name, and the columns are uname, comma, password, values. Inside this, give the values that you have to insert into the database. Uname, comma, password. The same way above, to execute this query, use mysqli_query. In this example, we add select statements before and after inserting data in order to visualize the changes. Here we are inserting the details of a new user called John Doe. You store these values in a variable and substitute those variables in the values part of the insert query. At last, we print the data in table after inserting. Let's now check it out. As you can see, there is a new entry in the table. In such a way, you can retrieve values submitted through forms using superglobals and store them in a variables. You can check for certain conditions, and based on what you want to do, you can execute the appropriate query using the values in the variables. In tomorrow's session, we actually build a website from scratch. That's all for today's session. Attend the MCQs and score to your best. All the best. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Happy learning.